The Westacres Craft Show is coming to West Bloomfield, and this event is sponsored by the Westacres Women's Club, which has been a long-standing tradition of community engagement. And they're actually celebrating a very, very special time this year with that event. Don't let me spoil it, though. Join us right here live on The Splash as the organizer and coordinator for that event for the Westacres Craft Show, Jane Eustice. Thank you for joining us, Jane.
Thank you so much for having us this morning. It's an honor to be on your platform, and we appreciate your time.
No,
that
we
you're gonna share
appreciate
with our
you,
community.
Jane. Thank you, thank you. So, Westacres Craft Show. Let's get straight into it. What inspired the Westacres Women's Club to start the craft show, and then just talk about how it evolved over the years?
Absolutely. So the Westacres community itself has been around since 1936. The Women's Club established our craft show as one of many events that they organize in our community in 1974. This would be our 50th annual show, but unfortunately COVID took one of those years from us, so it is our 49th. That being said, the proceeds that we raise from the craft show itself go towards scholarships for young members of our community as they move forward to their next adventures in life post high school. We also like to donate a proceed of our portion or our donations to the Michigan Animal Rescue League, a local community nonprofit in our area. They're located out of Pontiac. So those are just some of the things that we like to do to give back to the community as we are so greatly, receiving from them as well.
No, that's good. I didn't even know that, but that's a good effort that you all are doing with the Westacres Women's Club. So love to hear that first and foremost. Great event that we have going on. We said COVID took a year, so yeah, 49 years, still just as great as 50 though. So with that being said, tell us a little bit more about this event, some of the handmade crafts and products that we can expect at this craft show.
Absolutely. So we typically have over 25 vendors. Our attendance from patrons in the local community is around 500, we average. All of our artists are local. They do make everything themselves, handmade. That is something that we look forward to seeing from them because it just brings such a unique experience for our shoppers. We have things ranging from glass, textiles, woodworks. This year we have a couple of people who make dried goods. So just different things that provide a nice touch to those holiday shopping gifts, and it seems a little bit more personalized.
Yeah, I see it like Etsy, but in real person, in real like actual play. Like Etsy is where a lot of creators go, handmade products, they ship them out to people, but you can get that right here in the greater West Bloomfield area. I love that. I love that. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that event, but with us right here live on The Splash, the organizer and coordinator for the Westacres Craft Show, Jane Eustice, talking about the Westacres Craft Show that'll be Saturday, November 2nd, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. I have to make sure I put that information out there. I think I might have forgotten that. But very, very important information, November 2nd, 10 to 4 p.m. Now, how do you go about actually selecting some of the vendors, the artisans, the crafters who will be participating at the event?
So this is a well thought out and curated process that we go through. Our artists start applying in the early spring. We also like to go to other local craft shows and artist markets to kind of spot out different unique talents so that we have a nice diverse section for people to buy from. So that's nice. And it also is nice because then we have good outreach with our community as well to see other cool events that we can become a part of.
And I love that you actually say that, actually going to different locations, spotting out other creators, crafters, artisans. I think that's a great thing to do also, because instead of just sitting and waiting for people to just come to you, sometimes you go out and see what's out there. And then we'd like to invite you here also, add that different flair to our organization and our event. I love to see that creativity. But with the Westacres community specific, what is it about that community that kind of contributed to the long-standing success of this event?
Well, first and foremost, our community event, the Westacres Craft Show, is solely run on volunteers, volunteers from our neighborhood itself. So this is no one is paid. This is my 3rd year as the organizer, and we just enjoy doing it in order to give back not only to the youth in our community, but also the surrounding organizations that we choose to donate to. We also do like just having people come in and experience our neighborhood. We have a very unique neighborhood. Like I stated, it was established back in 1936.
Hmm.
We still like and pride ourselves on a lot of these communal aspects about our neighborhood. We are very much so the type of community that's lend your neighbor a cup of sugar.
Yeah.
So you will see down there, if you choose to come and attend our event, most of, if not all of the volunteers are from the Westacres community itself. It's just a nice way that they can give back as well. So, and we do that in a multitude of ways in our
Yeah.
neighborhood.
Putting the unity in community. That's what we love
That's
right there.
exact-
Man, that's a good thing. I love to hear that too, because like we said, that unity, that communication coming together with the same goal, everyone having that same energy, same goal, that's what makes it go. That's what makes it go. And that being a great testament to it, with that being said, I gotta kind of ask you this now. You emphasize the fact that there's volunteers coming to do this job, including yourself. So you're not being paid. I would imagine the motivation is completely different. So can you talk about some of the challenges that you all face putting this event together and how you all overcome them?
Well, just like any volunteer-based program, we do have our turnover of volunteers. We
Hmm.
always have our tried and trues, but with that, because we are a neighborhood, people move. We get new people who want to come in, who want to help, and they might take the mission in a little bit of a different direction. While
Right.
those are no challenges, we actually find that to be a wonderful thing, the inclusion of new ideas from people who decide that this year they maybe have more time on their hands and they would like to come and contribute that to us.
Okay, okay. So I can absolutely see that. Overall, it's, like you said, a turnover of different people that's coming in and out. So that kind of speaks to a system that has to be created. Rather
Mhm.
than one person having complete control of everything and calling the shots, there's a system and you have people rolling in and out of it. That keeps it, like you said, going for 50 plus years or 60, 70 plus years since 1936 when the organization started. So I love that you actually bring that into perspective also. With us right here live on the Splash, Westacres Craft Show organizer and coordinator Jane Eustice, talking about the upcoming craft show Saturday, November 2nd, 10 a.m., 4 p.m. Westacres Craft Show happening in our greater West Bloomfield community. Over 500 visitors attending each year. That is kind of crazy. How does the craft show create a sense of community engagement between the attendees and the artists?
Amongst us with the artists, I do believe that with our advertising of them, people get to kind of see their work ahead of time and they know, oh, I really would like to go see that artist specifically. And then in the, times they're walking around, they get to kind of see other people and other works that maybe bring them interest that once
Yeah.
again are so unique. It's so unique, like you already commented, very Etsy
Hmm.
style, but you get to directly work with the creator themselves, which I think is a very cool, very unique process about our craft show. They
Yeah.
have a lot of time to be able to sit there and explain their craft and how much time and effort and energy they put into it. And I just think that brings that extra little bit of holiday cheer when you're giving this a gift to someone that has just had all the love and energy put into it in order to creating it itself.
I agree with that. I agree with that because, like you said, giving you the opportunity to talk to the creator, talk about their process. You can actually, maybe even at the time, see how they make or craft some of these different things. So I think that makes the experience so much more better. Only a few questions before I let you go. Future plans for the 50th anniversary next year. Anything that you can kind of give us now?
We have a lot of ideas in the woodwork. These are ever evolving, and like I said, with our neighborhood as it grows and just different volunteers, I am looking forward to hearing some ideas from our community about how we can make the 50th year extra special for not
Okay.
only ourselves as a nice tribute as to something that we've been able to do for our community and also the extending community, but also to just to, the excitement of 50 years.
Yeah, yeah, 50 years, that's nothing light. You got to celebrate that. I completely understand. All right, well, we want to thank you for your time, Jane. Before we let you go, lastly, once again, give out the details of the event, requirements, registration, fees, anything that goes along with that.
Absolutely. So our show as was stated, is on November 2nd from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. It will be located at 3700 Westacres Drive, West Bloomfield. That is our community center. And there is a $3 door admission fee. And like I stated, some of those proceeds go to the Michigan Animal Rescue League, and some of them will go back to our community young youth members who will be going on as scholarships.
Perfect place to land the plane, and once again, a great cause thrown on with a great event. And we want to thank you again for your time and information, and for putting that together. Once again, from the Westacres Craft Show, organizer and coordinator Jane Eustice. Thank you again for your time.
No, thank you very much for allowing us to speak on our amazing community and the events that we host. We really appreciate it, and we hope to see everyone there.